So, here's my slide. Uh, Basically, this is my portfolio. So my ownership and structure all tax dollars, and so IPO overview outlooks, and so just my CEO vision and tidies, and so outside. All right, so the stock market top SP 1100 index market uh ratio performance daily asset changed and counted. And so what that means, asset classes. So like really my asset class really stands for my instrument theory of my instruments, songwriters and lyrics and quotes, uh tempo and BPM and the whole notes and the media changes in the context of the logic applied science of the engineering. The X amount of wave streams, divided shareholders of the if and the publishers of the official audio mixes of the dollar amount and the bracket where it stands on, and the network and the net income and the dollar of the totals. So that's how I gotta bring in dollars. So and set my class in upper class and middle class and lower class. So the upper class economic is an enterprise. So first saving more and having more dollars. And so what that means, the economic upper class yearly goal is to plan out a long-term job in the enterprise and portfolio status for that lasts for generations, you know. So in my career is to start plans and one day to join the S corporation market for a short-term time, and um the only cost for that is because I have 39 songs, and that's in my stock. And so that's what I mean by that. I have ownership, and I'm the founder and co-owner of the songs because I'm the songwriter that put the lyrics, and I still have the lyrics, and I'm the artist too, of independent association of A2IM. And so but I also have co-op and partnership with Apple Inc. and Google. So like Google LLC's Apple Inc. So this would be for the last and for 5 days and for 1 week. It may be less amount of days meaningful in the similar inks and LLCs, partnerships with C Corps and under all benefits they offer to bring to the table. So basically I need every single dollar and every single amount that's coming to the table, and only putting it that way, limitations for capital assets. And so only expanding my business only to my major two S corps and C corps. And so in my business name, this is the only association in America, only in one market left as property connected to sign other associations in America or other outer countries. In case stock market crashes, money and revenue is overdrawn out of my business portfolio retirement. So retirement does get drawn out, and people freak out like they gotta correct that right away. No, it's really for to save money for the state and people that are in charge of the money. So basically, if you take and borrow, they'll pay you back with tip and probably generous. And so the check to be reviewed is to correct the X amount of dollar that they send to you. So the check they send to you in the mail is going to be corrected for a dollar I earned during the savings and the tax dollar amount of the federal revenue. So like you may get contribution. So as a civil act of civil rights and other terms of bill of service, if any granted citizenship over age 21 over college credit and adults and audits and the output requirement system eligibility able to sign for it, equal employment acts. Okay, trust me. That's the main point I'm trying to say. Employment Acts. To join my business and appreciate. This is being brought to you from my information, nobody else. So my artwork really is my brand name. So like that's my personal assets I built from my own image. So like nobody is really like in control of like my business or nothing that I sign to my equity. So like your eligibility has to come from equal employment, right? And you have to contact your supervisor to see if you can join me when I get my associate degree. Because like I'm going to join an Inc. and LLC, but S corp is really something else different. It's a big market out there in this world, and you have to expand your market not only from your chair, only from your ability to translate your deal into a professional. And so, immovable, tangible, intangible fixes and circulating movement around the business and only Showtime Entertainment business. And so, Showtime Entertainment business and talent groups in the United States of America have to do with the banks and borrow from S corps and C corps and corporations. That's what I mean, corporations. And so recreational is something else different. Trust me. I know the hustle and the struggle. So recreational is something else different. So middle class economics. So world working class businesses versus paying rent on time and much more success. Basically, those are the middle class economic rules. I mean, businesses like rules that you can follow. So upper class economics are enterprise and saving more dollars. Middle class economics, CPA. Uh, so yes, basically, working class businesses versus paying rent on time, and much more success. So like fixed expenses can lead to like better real estate market and opportunities where you can ownership and become greater value in your net income. So basically, so working class economic, um just the balance sheet of just your sales and taxpayer dollars. So like saving $1 billion is possible. The margin is possible. You can be $1 zillion rich one day. So let me get through this fast. So economic middle class goals, saving more on short term marketing, streaming, ownership, and tidies, along with other American Association of Independent Music Artists, along with musicians, bands, group, record label, peer mentors, soul practitioners, lead, and apprenticeships in hip hop music and soloists against entertainment groups. And so businesses, audio technology associate where I'm pursuing the credit and transferable um, value. And so my assets of school is where nobody can take over, basically, my degrees. And so in USA and other countries, as a sole practitioner partnership of being having a sponsorship by local California Inc. Because that's where I'm from. I'm from the Bay Area, and so LLC business company corps, and so sole practitioner management role goals and timeline. So day one income schedule C savings and record music group label recording engineer audio technician and recording music band label. If I was wanting to be my own CEO and tidy case I won on top Noble Artist at Grammys and BET Awards. And so Oscar Films and starting my own businesses and Inc. and turning to LLCs to bring back income at my X amount of dollars I made and income I made on tax dollars for payouts as entrepreneur and tidies that I'm trying to build on labels and records and just my assets. I keep saying assets because it's my personal thing that I did, like copywriting music from YouTube, because I spoke it out into existence and basically I've been backing up my own hobbies and now it's just a token of my faith to bring it around the world now. So like a token of faith is a success as an American and under the Justice Corporation by law and help the communities for a better for a better community and a better culture, just streaming on like better entertainment for portfolio and a professional career, just for my career's sake. So on salary, income tax, on net brand tip to start my own business and entertainment business, it went to partnership with C Corps. Okay, so my company is looking to save energy and yearly dollar streaming and digital recording. So my plus experience working in a lab from home back at college is my most all studying things that I do, from knowledge I picked up a book to really learning from A to B to where you need to go to read the facts and knowing the knowledge of the textbook and the ebook that gains knowledge. When you watch the amount grow on a retirement, expand, and for the first few investments, my hours I spent in minutes, I spent talking to different partnerships and hours as a sole practitioner. So yeah. 6 months into my years, pay SEK. You keep to save every year as your growth up to 15.3% on income out of the 365 days out of the year to increase the saving of your money over time. So really, 15.3 is about like $8,000. Okay, if you're a soloist, but if you're in a group, can make almost 40,000. Okay, just put it like that. So, U.S. tax money, or 20,000 maybe. So, U.S. tax money payer wants you to pay off payments on tax, so he might charge you a minus towards your plus. So the statement of your self-employment tax all amount of dollars at that time. So the IRS price for your business and what they own it, like what they owe to your musicians and bands or a record label or label business entrepreneur entities. So your royalties and your streaming is being recorded, and you sometimes should jot down the streaming numbers that you take down. So like I do that sometimes. So 12,000 can be profitable up to like the date that it expanded from. I say my first album dropped March 4th. So that's been it's been almost March, April, May, June, July. Been 4 months in between, and the max total of streamers I got is 12,680. So if that's my max total, then I would like to see what is the most streams that I have made. Then again, you have to divide it up by a couple like fractions and a portion. So like all year index of that of your streaming and your Showtime businesses entertainment has been an earning for all year purposes, and the index earning of the top 35 100. And so calculate the average index of the monthly earnings applied to formulas to AIME average index monthly earnings examples. They're right here. I'll show you. The streaming market, uh I just looked at it myself. So like if you really qualify for the 932% or just the 19%, those are the margins you fall in. So like you have to really calculate the economic percentages first, your percentages. So you have to add up the different percentages of your time. So the FICA credit score tax return can increase the payout and the payment due at that date. The minimum is 6,165. So it probably went up to 8,000, I think. How it is right now. So and the max is 58,000, but the minimum is 40,000 for your business network to to save up every quarterly and every monthly form of, if you make over 73,000, then you can keep that tip in percentage. Basically, that's what that means. So let's say that again. If the FICA credit score tax return can increase on payout due date. So if you make a payment for $6,165. That's just an example. It's just a minimum. The salary you saved up for every 3-month quarterly, say you saved up 40,000. The business net worth forms 73,000 over the 40,000. You feel me? That cuts you off a percentage that you'll keep as a tip, basically. The petitioner of the FICA Enterprise S Corp and the tax return increase is another $6,000 and $378. That's just another example of a minimum when the net worth increases. Okay, you gotta understand that S Corp is a whole different corporation of tax returns. Trust me. So employment, the two add up together. Trust me. Employment of pensions and setup of requirements. So 401k and retirement, any bonds, funds, GoFundMe's, anything that work to match your contribution. So any dollar amount max, like can take you further where you need to go. So introduction to entertainment business. That's just the introduction to the music streaming, Spotify. It gives you like a free ticket to term of service and a policy to really elevate your music skill and set your percentage from an associate from a bachelor. So it's really verse who. So really you'll see who will get the top dollar amount, really basically on their incorporation. So pre-incorporation of file articles and state attain EIN. So really you don't want nobody to take over your business. So file out S Corp elections, and the next assignment for it is a small business investment. So start thinking of ideas, write out the vision, write out a box that tells you what you need to do, you feel me, so you can get the check in the mail, you feel me. So the annual maintenances, these is just forms I'm going over. So the annual maintenance is your W-2 forms, your W-3s, your forms 940s, federal unemployment, so unemployment tax forms. So those are coming out since now Corona is LCO19. So forms 120S, more plus the state returns, corporations formalities, sneaky moves. It's fatalities on the corporates and corporations, not recreation. Two different things. Working class economics and balance stats. Sales and taxpayers first. Billions of dollars. Don't get caught up between the billions of dollars. Those are your go-to people. Thank you. Little Money Grip. Follow me on my other streams. I put the link right here. So thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.